It's been a while since I've had a chance to do any ham radio POTA or ride my motorcycle. So today I'm going to do both. And like they say, go big or go home. I'm going to try and activate 3 different parks in 3 different states today if I'm able to do it. Now, according to the forecast, I think I'm going to finally have a dry Saturday. So I think I've got enough time to pull this off. I don't have any other obligations today for a change, and any chores that I've got to do around the house, well, those can wait until tomorrow. So I'm going to hop on the bike and I'm going to head out towards eastern Connecticut and hit my first park.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Thanks. Where's your vehicle registered?
Connecticut.
So you're all good then. Sir.
Okay, all right, yeah. Thanks a lot.
Excuse me?
I said thanks a lot.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. So I found a great picnic spot here on the shores of Quadic Pond at Quadic Pond State Park. I'm right near the boat launch, I think. Either way, I've got the spot all to myself here. I've got a picnic table and I've got the motorcycle over there sort of behind me. For this activation, I'm going to try and keep it fairly short since I want to hit Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And I want to spend as much time in Rhode Island as I can because I know you guys probably need it more than you need Connecticut and Massachusetts. So on the motorcycle, I've got my fold-up camping chair here. I'm not going to need it since I have the picnic table over there. I may need it in Rhode Island and Massachusetts though, since those are wildlife management areas and not necessarily state parks. In the tail bag, I've got my clipboard because I'm going to be doing paper logging on these activations. And I scribbled down the park numbers ahead of time for the parks I'm going to be visiting. In here is my FT891 and my Bioenno battery. I'm going to pull this out and put it on the picnic table. This here is the ARRL NFED half-wave antenna wire. I'm not going to need it here. I'm going to try and activate using the 2 ham sticks that I have on the motorcycle at this park. This one is I think this is the 40-meter stick, and over here I've got the 20-meter stick. And in case you didn't see the video where I kind of set this up a year or 2 ago, I've just got sort of a CB radio mirror mount, so to speak, with the 3/8 antenna mount here with the ham stick on it. And you can see it just rides along on the motorcycle just fine. I don't even know they're there. And then down here, of course, is the SO239 where I'll run my coax into after. Now in the side pouch over here, I've also got some counterpoise wire. Well, not in this pouch, it must be on the other side. But I've got counterpoise wire with some alligator clips that I can clip on here and fan out just to kind of help things. Although the motorcycle probably does act as sort of a counterpoise to some degree. Now up in the front of this motorcycle is a frunk. The gas tank is under the seat for this design. If I move my water and my iced tea out of the way, you can see I brought along an old MFJ 945 tuner just in case I need it. I don't know if I will or not. Down here is my coax. I got a couple of different lengths and my other camera so I can film some of this activation. Now for lunch, I just stopped at a local Stop and Shop grocery store and grabbed a pre-made sandwich. I was hoping to find something a little bit better along the way, but I just didn't see anything. There really wasn't much along the route that I took to get here. Although not far from the state park, there's a little corner store that looks like it might have had some nice sandwiches. Oh well, I'll make a note of that for next time. So I just finished getting set up, and it's a shame I didn't have the camera on because the park rangers just came by and wanted to know what I was doing. They thought I was recording like some kind of a TV show, which, well, it's not really a TV show, obviously, but I explained to them what I was doing with ham radio, parks on the air, that kind of a thing. They thought it was cool. I asked them if they wanted to be in the video. They said no, and went away on their park business. November 1, November Uniform Golf. QSL?
Roger, Roger. Thank you for coming back with that. November 1, November Uniform Golf. I have you at about a 2-2. Very weak in the, you're right at the noise level. But I got you at a 2-2 here into park Kilo 8631. That's Kilo 8631.
Okay, QSL. I'm going to give you a 5-1 into park Kilo 1708 here in Connecticut. QSL?
Roger. Thank you for the 1708. I got Connecticut popped up on my logging software, so I made sure I got it correctly.
Okay, hey QSL, thanks for the activation. This is my first one for this park. I just got set up and heard you out there, so I figured I'd give you a yell. I got to get organized here, and then I'll be calling CQ myself in a little while. Can I get your call sign again?
Yes, my call sign is Kilo Echo 8 Bravo India Tango.
So the setup I've got right now is the 40-meter ham stick. I've got two radials kind of going on opposing sides from the bracket here. And then over here at the picnic table is my FT891. And I ended up putting my tuner in line because without it, the SWR was just a little bit too high. So I used this to kind of trim things up, and I think we're in good shape. In fact, I was able to make one park contact so far. I heard him calling CQ while I was getting set up, so I quick contacted him, and everything seems like it's working.
Right here.
Hi.
Say hi.
How you doing?
No.
Oh, you want to get on the radio?
No, no, that's not yours either.
I forgot about that.
That's not yours either.
No, it's okay. I'm going to have my lunch. Hi.
She'll kiss.
Yeah.
She'll give you kisses.
Uh-oh. That's nice. Yeah.
You'll give good girl.
Nice day for a walkie, huh? Yeah.
All right, down. Down. Good girl.
Oh, she listens good.
Oh, barely. When she wants to.
Yeah, yeah.
You do this every weekend, or?
No, when I can. I work a lot, so I don't
Yeah.
have much time for it. But I had some time today. We didn't have anything to do, so my wife said, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Take off. Get out of my hair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here, November 8th, Sierra Uniform Zulu, QRZ.
Park to park, November 1, November Uniform Golf.
QSL, November 1, November Uniform Golf. I have you about 5'5" into Kilo 1937.
QSL, I've got you about a 5'3" into Kilo 1708. QSL?
Kilo 1708, 1708. QSL, thanks for the park to park. And finally got me my 10 for this activation.
November 8, Lima Hotel, park to park. That was a 5'5" in the Kilo 1708. I'll also give you a 5'5", a 55 in the Kilo 0632, West Virginia. November Mike for Oscar. QSL, thank you for the 5'3". You're 5'3" also. Thanks a lot, 7. November Charlie, sorry. Whiskey Alpha 8, Yankee India Hotel. QSL on the 1708 and the 555. I'm going to give you a 5x3 right at the noise. I'm located 45 miles northwest of Philadelphia. And thank you for the contact and have a great day, sir. Whiskey 3, Oscar, Foxtrot Delta, W30FD. Okay, Eastern Pennsylvania, Barnesville, Pennsylvania. So good luck there, and I guess the band is seems to be in bad shape, but I can hear you there. All right, 5-5 Pennsylvania, over to you.
Victor, Echo 2, Oscar, Papa Charlie. QSL, you're 5-5 also here in Quebec.
Okay, let's give this a try on 20. I swapped the antennas on the bike and retuned the tuner. November 1, November Uniform Golf, park to park.
I got you at about a 44. My park number, Kilo 7525, QSL. Copy, Kilo 1708, QSL. Thank you for hunting me down, sir. I hope you have a great day and enjoy your activation, 7-3. November 1, November Uniform Golf, park to park. You are 9151 in the Kilo 7602, over.
Okay.
November 1, November Uniform Golf, this is Alpha Bravo 4, Delta Kilo.
Roger, November 1, November Uniform Golf, and you find into Wisconsin at Park 4287, over. Call sign is Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Bravo Foxtrot.
That took a little more time than I expected because I had a visitor come over and talk to me for a while. He was into the ham radio stuff. I explained everything that was going on, and then because of the motorcycle, we started talking motorcycles. He's also a motorcycle fanatic, and we just got to talking, and time started to slip away. Anyway, I ended up making 11 contacts total, 7 on 40 and 4 on 20. A lot of them were park to parks, so that's pretty good. Now we're gonna head over to Rhode Island. I don't think it's very far to the next stop, and see if we can set up there, maybe spend a little bit more time and get some of you guys some contacts from Rhode Island. I know that's one of the harder states to get. I finally found this place. I drove right by it once, and on the way back, I barely saw where the entrance road is. There's really no good sign at the road. The only thing I saw was like in the woods and the trees, and it wasn't so that you could really see it from the road unless you were looking for it. Well, anyway, I'm here, but I think I'm going to set up over there where my bike is in the parking area in the shade. I'll string up the end-fed half wave, I think, for this activation and see what we can see. It's real quiet here. There is one other car in the parking area, so somebody else is here, but aside from that, it's really quiet here. I've got my wire stretched out from behind the bike, and these tree branches up here look like a good candidate. I didn't bring my weight with me, so I found one on the ground, specially made for putting up end-fed half waves, and I'm just going to toss it up over one of those branches up there, and we'll set up the antenna. Perfect. I don't know if you guys can see the end of the antenna, but it's up there. It's about 20 feet or so, I'd say. And I've got the end of the rope over here just kind of tied around this pine tree and using the rock as ballast to hold everything in place. This ought to work just fine. As you saw, I've got the end-fed half wave strung up behind the motorcycle along the edge of the parking lot there. And I've got the un set up down here, just kind of braced off the hamstick to kind of keep it tensioned and off the ground. I've got my short coax over to my 891. My log sheet is here. And of course I got my chair here. So I'm gonna sit down, get comfortable, tune around, see what I can hear on the bands, and make some POTA contacts. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, CQ POTA. November 1, November, Uniform Golf. November 1, November, Uniform Golf. CQ Parks on the air. From Kilo 7714 in Rhode Island.
Whiskey 5, Lima Golf Kilo. QSL to 5-3, you're a 5-4, 54 in St. George's this afternoon. Thanks for the park. Kilo, Oscar 4, Zulu, Romeo and Zulu. Roger, Roger, 5-1, Victor Alpha 1, Papa, Kilo, Kilo. QSL into Kilo 7714, and you're a 4x4 into Nova Scotia today. Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Juliet 5, Park 0633, 0633. QSL, you're a 5757, Texas, Tango X-ray, over. Okay, go ahead to Pastor Park. November 1, November Uniform Golf. I have you 3333 QSL. Roger, my park numbers, Victor Echo 0941. Okay, copy the Kilo 7714 from November 1, November Uniform Golf. Thank you very much, and send me 3 all the best. Roger, you are 5-5 into Kilo 1339. Whiskey 3, Hotel Delta Golf.
November 1, November Uniform Golf. Robert, this is Kilo Charlie 3, Juliet Alpha Sierra. You're 5656 into my park. Kilo 1335 in Pennsylvania. Roger, Roger, thank you for Kilo 7714 in Rhode Island. 73, and good luck with your activation, Robert.
Kilo 8, India, Kilo Oscar. Roger, Roger. I've got you 5-4, Ohio. From USL, thanks for the park, 7-3.
Yeah, sorry, it was tuning. November 3, X-Ray Hotel, 7714, QSL, and you are 5 and 9 to Park 5, Park K1354, QSL.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Delta Kilowatt. QSL, you're also 5-9 Pennsylvania, QSL. Bravo 0, November Delta Yankee. Bravo 0, November Delta Yankee. Kilo 7714, I copy the 3-1. What's your call sign? I was just scrolling through and heard you. Number 1, November Uniform Golf. I got you. Yeah, I got you, and you're actually a 5x5. 5x5, I'm at a park. My park is Kilo 1356.
That was a tough activation here from Rhode Island. I only got about 11 contacts, I think roughly split between 20 and 40 meters. There's some kind of a European contest on 20, which was completely clogging up the band, and I think that was part of the problem. When I switched over to 40, I had a little bit better luck. I was able to hear people, and they were able to hear me, but there just weren't as many people out there. And the band conditions were really short. I think the furthest I got really was Ohio, here from Rhode Island. So I'm going to pack up and I'm going to try and hit one more park in Massachusetts, which really isn't far from here. In fact, if I were to walk up this trail a mile or so, I think the tri-state marker where Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts all kind of meet are just up there a little ways. So now I'm in the bounds of Douglas State Forest here in Massachusetts, and I found just kind of a pull-off on the side of the road that kind of cuts through this part of the forest, and I'm going to activate here. I think there might be a better spot if I kind of go a few more miles up and around, but this is just where I'm going to set up. Might not be the most comfortable spot, but from here I can pack up and just head straight home the way I came. For this activation, I'm going to try using the ham sticks again. I've got that set up on the motorcycle, and this time I'm going to just set up over here on this rock. November 1, November Uniform Golf, year 5-3 into Kilo 4701 in Massachusetts.
QSL, brother, I appreciate it. And you're 5-5 coming into Park 2747. Roger, it is Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo Tango Golf. The name's Tommy. QSL, copy November 1, November Uniform Golf. I have you about 5-3, and the Park Kilo 7708. Over. QSL, thank you for the Park to Park. Kilo number 4, Sierra Lima Papa. We are about a 5-6 in Northwest Arkansas. Man, I really appreciate this call because I need this for my workout state.
Okay, awesome. glad I could get that for you. I know how that feels. But 7-3, and thanks for being out there chasing. Enjoy the day. It might be a couple days before I get the log uploaded, but it'll be there.
Thank you, FL. Kilo 8, Wayne, my uniform, Bravo, you're 5-7. Kilo Delta 9, Tango, India, Papa, Park to Park. So I got you at 5-3 at 272, Kilo 2272, Kilo 2272, QSL. November 5, Richmond, November. Roger, Roger, you're 5-5, Arkansas. Roger, Roger, 7-3. Kilo, Yankee 4, Yankee Juliet, 5-5 from Florida. Yeah, it's Mayor Preston on the Jacob channel. You're about a 5-7 in the North Texas. QSL, 7-3, thanks for the activation. Park, come with your call forward. November 1, November Uniform Golf.
QSL, you got it.
QSL, you're up and down. I got you about 5-5. QSL? Roger, I copy 4701. 4701, I copy your 5-5. Thank you very much for the Park to Park. I really wish you the very best for you on your activation. 73. This is November 5, Mr. Oscar Foxtrot. You're 5-5 in the Park Kilo 2783. Park Kilo 2783. Oscar Kilo. 4701. Copy that in the 5-3. And I do have a second operator. Actually, we got 3 operators if you stand by. November 1. November Uniform Golf. Kilo India 5. Zulu Lima Oscar. Park on the air. This is Park 2718. 2783. For Parks on the air, you are 5-9 into Oklahoma. 5-9 into Oklahoma. QSL, stand by for another operator. Parks on the air, November 1, November Uniform Golf. This is Kilo India 5, Zulu Lima November. Park 2783. Okay, QSL, we got to stand by for another operator. November 1, November Uniform Golf. This is Kilo India 5, Uniform Bravo Tango KI 5 UBT. Same stimulus voice, same block as the other 3. QSL.
Hey, it sounds like you guys are having fun out there.
Yes, sir, we are. We're sure enjoying it. So thanks for the Park to Park there, 7-3.
Okay, 7-3 guys, enjoy the day. This is my last one. I gotta head home. 7-3, N1, NUG. Okay, so Moto-POTA madness is complete. 3 parks, 3 states, 1 afternoon, 1 motorcycle, and we got it done. Conditions weren't the best today. 40 meters really wasn't working all that well, especially for this last activation here in Massachusetts. And 20, we ended up running into a contest, so it was hard to find open space and people that could hear me, but I was able to kind of get it done. Right at the end, I worked another park station somewhere in Texas, and I think there were 4 or 5 guys on the microphone. So that put me over the 10 contact limit, so we got this one activated. I wish I had a little more comfortable spot for this one, but maybe next time I'll find a better spot up here in Douglas State Forest. Hopefully my video has inspired you to head out and do some POTA activating of your own. 7-3, and thanks for watching.